Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at the 1990 release by Marvel Comics from their Star Trek The Next Generation fortnightly comic. Now this series of comics ran for 30 issues, I think they were. And they started, the very first one was on the 17th of November 1990. And they were issued every fortnight and they ran up to the 14th of September 1991. So there were 30 issues in all before the comic was finally axed. Okay, so this is the comic, or the magazine, whichever you like to call it. And it says Star Trek The Next Generation. It's got Marvel logo at the top and the Star Trek logo. It says 1st of December 1990, and it's number 2 in the series, and it was 55p, and it's got every fortnightly. It says explore the bridge of the new Enterprise, and there's an image of the NCC 1701D. It says Big Trouble, Old Syntagus Theluv, whatever that is, plus a whole lot more. And then you've got the ISN number and the barcode at the very bottom. Okay, so that is the front of the comic. Let's just turn it over and see what's on the back. Well, on the back, you've got an image of the legend himself, none other than Captain Jean-Luc Picard, as portrayed by the legendary Patrick Stewart. And he's standing on the bridge of the Enterprise D. Okay, so that's the front and back covers. Let's open the comic and let's have a good look at what we've got inside. Okay, so I have opened the comic, and this is the first page, and it says Bridge Level, and it's an introduction into the comic and so on, and everything that's going on in this particular issue. You've got Trekkie Trivia, Where No One Has Gone Before, Part 2, which is the second part of a comic strip. Mission Briefing on the new sets of the TV series, and Mission Reports, The Arsenal of Freedom, which is on page 26. So that's the whole introduction of what is in this issue. And first of all, we've got the comic strip, which is Mission Report. And it is a full colour comic strip. And it's the second part, I believe, from the... obviously, it's the second issue, so the first part was in issue number 1. And you can see it's very early issue because Riker's got no beard. And there's Lieutenant Tasha Yar there, the security officer. Yep, so we're up to page 15 so far, so seems to be quite a long comic strip, and I think it's going to continue on page 37 by the looks of that. So let's just get the next page open. Yep. Oh, I think I've turned 2 pages I have there. So that's the final page of the this comic strip. It said next Spirit of the Season. That's probably next week's issue. Titan Books presents Star Trek at Forbidden Planet. So there's a big advert there from Forbidden Planet. And then you got phasers on stun. That was a terrific shot back in Greenford in the 1990s. They were completely Star Trek based. But there we are. And Star Trek Encounter at Farpoint and Enemy Unseen. And there we have the images on the bridge of the Enterprise there, from the bridge of the new sets. And there you've got the seats where you would find Captain Picard, Commander Riker, and Deanna Troi. And there's the console at the back, which stood either Worf or Tasha Yar. And there's the ships that were displayed proudly on the conference lounge wall. 6 vessels to have carried the name Enterprise, including the original 1701 and the 1701D. There we go. All this detailing that we never knew about. And there's all the consoles around the edge, around the circular bridge of the Enterprise D. And there's the helm and the navigational stations right at the front, just in front of the view screen. And this were ship circuitry and emergency equipment, all contained inside those drawers. And it says, located on the front edge of deck 10 in the bow of the ship is the crew's new bar and lounge. Amidst the rushing starfield, the crew can enjoy such varied pleasures as 3D chess or syntho, a beverage created by the Ferengi that has the effects of alcohol but with no nasty hangovers. Okay, and then if we turn over to the next page, the terror has already began. The Mark of Mandragora. Wasn't that a Doctor Who story? It says a four-part adventure from Dan Abbott, Lee Sullivan and Mark Farmer. It is Doctor Who. The seventh Doctor's adventures continue in Doctor Who, and now on sale every 4 weeks. So that was advertised in the Doctor Who magazine. And there's an image of Lieutenant Geordie LaForge. And there he is also in action on the bridge. And we've got Data, Natasha Yar and Riker on an away mission. And there's Picard and Beverly Crusher also appear to be on an away mission or on a planet. Again, Crusher and Picard, Yar and Data, and Yar and Data again. And finally, we've got an image of, or poster of, Beverly Crusher. And then there's another advert there advertising the complete Spider-Man magazine. Okay, that is the comic, or the magazine, whatever you like to call it. Now, how well did these comics do? Well, they started off doing very well indeed, but like all the comics, when they start off as weeklies or fortnightlies, they only run for a short amount of time before they suddenly realise that costs are quite high and sales dwindle, which is what happened with this one. So it went from the Star Trek The Next Generation fortnightly comic to Star Trek magazine, basically, and that was then released monthly, but it was a completely different setup. It was completely revamped and completely different, really. So these particular comic series run for only 30 editions before the line came to an end. But at the time, it was when Star Trek was just launched onto the TV screens. I think it'd only been on for a season or two when this magazine came out, and boom, it was initially terrific sales until what we're talking nearly a year in before the line was 30 issues. What's that? Half a year, maybe, something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that. But yeah, and the line was dropped and the comics come to an end. So trying to find them now in this mint condition, and just incidentally, when we bought out a sci-fi shop, there was a whole load of these unsold comics in the stock room, and we managed to pick up. Well, we bought the whole stock out, so we've got the whole lot, which will be offered for sale on the website. But this particular one we're looking at today is issue number 2, and this particular comic is available on the Midas Touch website for you to look and buy at your leisure, along with all the other issues of the same magazine. I'm pretty certain we've got multiple copies of the entire run. So yeah, available on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Trek items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive you are not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, that next item we upload could be the item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you enjoyed looking at this very short video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon.